friends, welcome to my studio. I'm at the beginning stages, the first video installment here of a new painting. It's a long horizontal painting. You can see it on the easel behind me here. It's of scullers on Cayuga Lake, and I've spent a fair amount of time in the drawing section of this, and have begun to put in the values, the dark tones. There's two basic ways that I work, either starting from dark, the darkest darks, and going to light, or light going in the reverse direction, the lightest lights going to the darkest darks. But even as I say that, when I put the lights on, I'm usually leaving room to go even lighter. So I'm going to bring the camera in closer so you can have a closer look at that in a minute. But in the meantime, I thought I'd show you a couple of studies, 3 studies that I've done on location on Cayuga Lake in Ithaca, New York. And this is the first one. I did it sitting in Stewart Park, and I did pretty much about 80% of this right on location. Even the boater, the sculler in the foreground, I just kind of did that quickly while observing these boaters in action there. So I was quite pleased with myself that I got these 3 boaters in there. I'm going to bring it even in closer here so you can see the relationship, and I have them positioned fairly low on the format on the canvas. This is a piece of linen that's glued to masonite. And thinking about the positioning here, this is the footbridge in Cornell University, some of the buildings there in the background. But there's something really satisfying about working from life and capturing the painting in one sitting. I'm trying to get the angle there so you don't get too much reflection so you can see it. This is a 26 by 30 linen on which is glued to a piece of masonite. And I have 2 others that I've also done on location. I have quite a bit of work to do on these. In fact, I'm going to rework them, but I did this one also one evening. The clouds are sort of the main element in this one. I'm going to redo the sculler, but once again I did do those right on the spot, and but I have some photographs that I'm going to use to alter them. I think the angle is a little too extreme there, so I'm going to level that out. But one of the main things I think about is the basic distribution of shapes before any painting, and so I have the basic composition laid in there nicely. And the other one is also there. I did this after paddling my kayak around, and found a spot across from the boat club, and did this one late one evening there also. These are 18 by 20 pieces of linen that are also affixed to pieces of panel. Okay, I'm going to take the camera off here, and sorry for this, it's a handheld camera, and bring you in close to the painting here so you can see what I've been doing. It's I'm not sure exactly what the dimensions of it, but probably something like 22 by 44. So what I'm doing here, this is a plastic dock. I'd rather have it been wood, but it involves a fair amount of perspective issues. All these orthogonals, as they're called, perspective lines leading back into space, and then the arrangement of the boaters, those 2 there, and then these 2 women here, and then way over here there's another gentleman in the boat. So it's that dynamic between these various boats that are sort of the main things. But I have it drawn in, and you can see on this part here where I have the tone laid in. And so the next thing I'm probably going to do is work the light. There's a lot of details that are remaining to be done here as far as the drawing goes. I may just do that with paint rather than drawing it. But this dock took a fair amount of work to do. So the next time I check in, I'll show you about going painting the light. It's just like the old masters that were involved in painting the light, and it has a nice backlighting. The sun was low in the horizon back here. It's these nice cast shadows from these 2 ladies here, and so I'm excited about it at this stage, and it should be a nice painting, I'm thinking, when I'm done. So I'll check in later. Thanks.